reconciliation. The president, as I said, is staying in town. The Democratic Party is very unpopular. This bill is very unpopular. Okay. The White House is going to try to sell it. Here is a new White House video came out yesterday of they're trying to sell the bill. This is number 105, please.
Thank you all for being here to support one of the most important pieces of legislation in the history of our country. The one big, beautiful bill to secure our borders, turbocharge our economy, and bring back the American dream. This is the ultimate codification of our agenda to very simply make America great again. Today I signed this bill into law. Almost every major promise made in the 2024 campaign already will have become a promise kept.
All right, that's how they're going to sell it in the midterms. I don't care if this impacts Donald Trump's favorability rating. Just as an analyst, it doesn't really matter, except as it impacts the midterms, right? So Dan, two questions. One, where are you on timing of passage? And two, who's got, if the bill passes like it is roughly, who's got the better political argument, the Republicans, the Democrats?
The Democrats. So on the timing, I think it'll still pass by the end of next week. I just think victory is more important than details to Donald Trump. I think the Democrats do, because I don't disagree with a lot of what Trump said, but that is going to take time to work through the system for people to feel the benefits. The cuts potentially are a much easier thing for people to understand. If rural hospitals start to announce we are going to close, that's a hard thing to counter.
Sean, when will it pass, and who's got the better political argument?
So my timing, I'm shifting. I agree with Dan in the sense that I still have a hard time with the math right now. The Senate, but I think the president's commitment to get this done by July 4th continues to grow, as evidenced by him staying in town this weekend to work the phones, to meet. So they want this bad, and they're going to not twist. They're going to twist every body part. They're
going to break arms.
Yeah, this is not twisting. They've gone from full on twisting to breaking, so therefore. I still think it's a uphill climb, but I do think that it's increasingly becoming likely that it passes by the 4th of July. I just
passes the Senate by the 4th of July.
No, I think
the whole thing. He signs
the whole thing. I think I'm not. I listen. I'm the biggest skeptic of this right now. I can't get the numbers to work, but everyone I talk to says you don't. Like, we are going to get this done. Yeah. And I've never seen a level. I've been doing this 30 years. I've never seen a level of resolve that I have this week. I don't see how it gets done. I honestly don't. But I've learned that you don't want to get into a land war in Asia, and you don't want to bet against Donald Trump. And I just so. This is where I come down on this. As far as there was a part two.
The politics of it.
Politics of it. I think initially I would say I agree with Dan. I think out of the gate, Democrats are more unified message-wise than Republicans. I will say that the benefits of the bill, I think, will manifest itself over the next several months economically, and Republicans will benefit from this. And this will be something that they will be talking about very proudly. Going into the midterms.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.